Open the website of almost any phone or a laptop company right now. Pick the base model, click the storage upgrade, then the RAM upgrade, and suddenly the device that looked affordable 5 seconds ago is hundreds of dollars more expensive. The strange part is most people click this upgrade without really knowing what they are buying. They just think more RAM means faster, more storage means better, more expensive means future proof. And that's exactly what tech companies are counting on, because the most profitable version of a device is not the one they are advertised. It is the version they scare you into buying. So today, I want to show you how the upgrade ladder works, why the base model is often designed to feel almost enough, and how companies use fear to turn a simple purchase in a quiet upsell machine. Because by the end of this video, you may realize that your next phone or a laptop was not expensive because you needed more power. It was expensive because you were afraid of buying the wrong one. To understand this, let's pretend I'm launching a new laptop company. We will call it UPSHOOK. And I'm about to release the UPSHOOK Air. The base model costs $999. That price is very important because $999 sounds way better than $1299. It gets people interested, it gets reviews talking, it gets some mail saying the best laptop under $1,000. But here's the trick. The base model cannot feel complete, because if the $999 version is perfect, nobody upgrades. So I give it just enough RAM to be acceptable, just enough storage to be usable. Then I place the better version right beside it for only a little more money. At least that's how it feels. You start with a $999 laptop, then you think maybe I should get more storage. Now it's $1299. Then you think maybe 8 GB of RAM won't last. Now it is $1399. Then you think if I'm already spending that much, I might as well get the better chip. And just like that, you didn't buy a laptop. You claimed a pricing ladder, and every step felt logical. That's the genius of upgrade trap. No one forces you. They just make the cheaper version feel slightly unsafe. This is why RAM is such a powerful marketing tool, because most people don't actually understand what RAM does. They just know more sound better. 8 GB sound old, 16 GB sound safe, 32 sound professional. But for most people, RAM is not always the thing making the device feel faster. A phone with a better software optimization can feel smoother than a phone with more RAM. A laptop with faster storage can feel quicker than a laptop with more memory. But companies love selling RAM because it's easy to understand emotionally. You may not understand memory pressure, you may not understand swap usage, you may not understand storage speed, but you definitely understand bigger number equals better. And that's where the money is. Storage works the same way, but even more emotionally. Because the storage is not just space, it is fear. Fear of running out of space, fear of deleting photos, fear of not being able to download apps, fear of making the wrong choice. So companies give you the cheap models that feel cheap, then makes the next storage tier feel like a responsible adult decision. And honestly, sometimes it is. If you edit videos, shoot a lot of 4K footage, download big games, for keep your device for 5 years, yes, more storage can make sense. But that's not the problem. The problem is that companies sell upgrades as if everyone needs them. They take HK's anxiety and turn it into mainstream pricing. And the worst part is that these upgrades are more expensive at the moment of the purchase, because on many modern phones and laptops, you can upgrade later. The RAM is soldered, the storage is fixed, the device is sealed. So now the companies has created the perfect selling environment. You only got one choice. Choose wrong and you are stuck. That single sentence is worth billion. You might regret it later. That's how a $999 device become $1499, not because the buyer is stupid, but because the buyer is scared. And that's where reviewers accidentally make it worse, because tech reviewers often test devices like professionals. They open 14 browser tabs, they edit 8K footage, they export timelines, they compare graphics, and that's useful, but it also makes normal people believe they need professional specs for normal life. Most people are checking emails, watching YouTube, messaging, and maybe light editing. But after watching enough reviews, they start buying for a life that they are not actually living. That is how tech companies win twice. First, making the base model feel weak, then the reviewers make the upgraded version feel responsible. And now customers does the selling to themselves. So what should you actually do? Here is my rule. Don't ask what is the best spec. Ask what problem I'm actually solving. If your phone is mostly social media, photos, messaging, and normal apps, you probably don't need the maximum RAM variant. If your laptop for school, writing, browsing, light editing, you probably don't need the most expensive configuration. But if you are editing videos every day, keeping huge files, gaming, coding, or planning to keep the device for many years, then yes, the upgrade might be worth it. The point is not never upgrade. The point is never upgrade because of fear. Because the tech industry had become very good at making normal people feel like basic users, and basic devices feel like mistake. They don't need to convince you that the expensive model is amazing. They only need to make you nervous about the cheaper one. So because you buy your next phone or a laptop, pause at the upgrade screen, ask yourself, do I actually need this? Or did they just make the cheaper option feel embarrassing? Because sometimes the smartest tech purchase is not the best device. It is the one that refuses to let the company scare you into spending more.